Gemini, I got this really beautiful vision for you in my meditation. And that was that, well, first I heard that there's a rogue wish. And when I closed my eyes to meditate on that message and find out what Spirit was talking about, I saw a dandelion. You know how you blow it and all the little seeds go everywhere? It's like one seed of that dandelion went rogue. You made a wish, you had a manifestation, and everything kind of went in the direction that you intended, except for this one little seed. It went rogue. And Spirit was saying it's time to reel in that rogue wish and manifest it again. I don't know what happened to make this wish go rogue, or maybe it's something you just forgot about, or you gave up on, or you figured it wasn't for you, or you couldn't have it anymore, or whatever the case is. But Spirit is saying now's the time to reel it back in and put it back out there with more intention, maybe. I'm hearing more clarity this time, more clarity to send it in the direction that you want, okay? So there's something that you once wanted to manifest or you once desired that has been left behind or went kind of astray, and now you're getting a second chance to have that come into your life again, okay? So that's exciting. Then I also got something about love in the summer. I don't know, maybe this is going to be a big theme for you in the summer, upcoming summer, or some of you are in the southern hemisphere, so maybe it's happening for you now. But there's love in the summer. Could be romantic or it could be something else. Then I heard rose, rosy, and I got pocket full of posies, okay? It feels like there's themes of childhood coming through. And I saw you smaller, maybe as a child, holding someone's hand. It seemed to be a masculine figure. And as you were looking up to this masculine figure, it was like all you could see was the silhouette of this person because the sun was right behind them. And the sun was shining so bright, it was almost like a halo. You know, it was like it was really powerful. And so I feel like that was a very spiritual image in terms of Spirit holding your hand. Now, it might represent someone who passed on or a important masculine figure in your life, but it seemed to be a very comforting image where Spirit is saying, not everything is known, but everything about you is supported. Okay? So there's something that maybe you're trying to figure out or you have questions about and you're not really getting the answers to them, or you feel a little bit lost on your path. But there's something, well, everything about you, Spirit accepts and knows, okay? So I don't know why you need to know that. But let's get into the cards and see what comes through for you, Gemini. So we're going to look at the theme of the reading, what's supporting you, what's challenging you, and then we'll just see what you don't see coming and all that stuff. So the decks I'm using, the Illuminated Earth Oracle, Untamed Spirit Animal Oracle, Poesis, and this other one is called the Runic Tarot. Okay, so let's see. What's the theme of the reading for our beautiful Geminis looking up into the sun holding your hand? Eruption. Ooh, so you need some support right now. Some energies really hot. Maybe chaotic. Something's about to erupt. Now, this doesn't have to be something daunting or something to be concerned about. Although I feel like for some of you, it could feel like something's just about to happen. Some of you might be having anxiety. A rogue wish. Reel it back in and try again. So let's keep going here and let's see. Tell me more about this energy of eruption, Spirit. Tell me more about this energy of eruption. I feel like this eruption is releasing something, though. This lava, this hot lava. Lava doesn't last forever. There's something momentarily that's happening, and it's not going to last forever, and you need to know that. Spirit's holding your hand. And a manifestation is returning. Oh yeah, look, this kind of even, I mean, these are peacock feathers, but it kind of looks like the dandelions. It's like what I was seeing, all these little wishes going everywhere. Okay, cat. Oh, I love it. Independence and psychic powers. Eruption of your psychic powers and independence. You see, Gemini? Now, I do feel like there is something erupting that is making you a little bit concerned, or it's more of like a feeling like, is this all something's going to happen, or I don't know if I can sustain this energy for so long, or maybe there's something chaotic around you, but also, and at the same time, your independence is erupting. Okay, so whatever's going on here is linked to a heightened sense of independence that you're going to have, and psychic powers too, with the cat. An eruption of your psychic powers and independence. Some of you have been influenced, not in a negative sense, but maybe you've been following a certain school of thought, or you've been reading a lot, and those ideas are starting to formulate your own. You're going to break. Like, you've had a teacher for a while, and now you're going to break from the teacher, and you are going to become the master, okay? You're going to decide that you think differently than something that you used to agree with. And it doesn't mean that you don't agree with it still, but now you might see things on another level, maybe beyond what your teacher could see. And this teacher could be anyone. It could be a friend, it could be a literal teacher, it could be a guide of some sort, a guru, or it might be just books and ideas that you've collected. An eruption of independence. You're free. You're free from something. And this is going to heighten your intuition, like overall. So let's keep going. What's going on here? I'm hearing message of support. Reel it back in and try again. I feel like whatever kind of independence is coming through for you, whether that's like you move to a new place and now you're independent there, or you get more money because you have a new job or a raise or something and now you feel more independent, whatever it is, it allows you to reel in this wish or this manifestation and try for it again. Let's see. Celebrate as the energy supporting you. I'm going to cover up all these ladies. Celebrate. Okay, yeah, so time of celebration. Let's see. Child, yeah, there's childlike energy here for sure. And growth. Beautiful. Maybe this is a wish you made when you were small, when you were a child. Some of you, I just have to say it because I see it. Now would be a good time to try to conceive if you are, okay? Especially with eruption, celebrate child and growth. But if that's not your story, then the psychic powers that are growing is that childlike psychic power. You know, that imaginal kind of psychic power where you see fairies in the forest and you talk to imaginary friends and all of these things that are very real. There's something about that coming back, not in a way where you're delusional, but in a kind of more magical way. When you were a child, you saw the world as magic. Most of us did until something happened, right? We saw things as potentials and possibilities. When we looked at anything, a tree, a slug, a piece of grass, we saw stories and multiple ways that something could be, not just as we are told it should be. And this is what's happening now. There's a growth in your psychic ability and your way to imagine and experience the world differently in a way that is magical for you. This is definitely a time to celebrate. If you have a child, they could be growing in their own powers. So try to foster that magic that they see in the world. I want to know a little bit about the conflict, which is going to come up now in the challenge, I feel. So let's see. Unknown. I just saw a trigger there. So we have unknown coming through for the challenge. An eruption of the unknown. Well, when you step into a new portal, a new life timeline, you know, a new job, a new relationship, and whatever, something that's unknown to you, a court case, whatever it is, inevitably, your sense of independence will be pushed to the point of eruption, meaning that you have nothing to rely on because everything's unknown but yourself. And you learn to trust yourself at a deep level and also question yourself where maybe you were seeing things like skewed, and now you're confronted with that. So now you know. So some of your own self-illusions become clear to you, which is great, because then you don't have to fall for your own tricks, which we all do sometimes, right? With our shadow. So let's see. Tell me more about this challenge with the unknown spirit for Geminis. Test. One more just to even it out. An unknown. There's an unknown test. Balance. Well, the test, I'll tell you how to pass it. Spirit's telling you it's to maintain balance. And that is really hard when there's a freaking volcano erupting in the background. Okay? And it's also really hard when your intuition is super heightened. Okay? Because things can seem ungrounded in that frequency. So you have to ground yourself and bring yourself into balance. We've had readings like this, I feel, for you, where it's so important for you, Gemini, to balance your intuition with your logic. And I feel that message coming through here again. But then there's also a message about heightened independence, but needing to balance that out with collective, community, support, others, being part of a tribe, any kind of tribe. You don't want to become ostracized or ostracize yourself. Even if you're independent, you live alone, you like doing your thing, and you don't need friends, you don't need people, you still need to be part of humanity. I mean, even reading a book connects you to humanity, someone else's ideas. So there's something about balance here that's important. It's a test. Can you maintain your balance? Don't fly off the handles. Okay, let's get into the tarot and see what else we get. I still feel like I'm not getting the details here of what the eruption is. Maybe we can find out more, Spirit. And I'm seeing that figure holding your hand again. Can you tell me more about what this eruption looks like? Not just the positive aspects, but also the conflict that I'm feeling here in the background. You could be witnessing other people around you enjoying themselves or celebrating life. And I don't feel like you feel left out. Temperance, balance. But maybe you're too busy. You're working too much. The eruption, I got 10 of Cups, Page of Swords, and King of Wands. This looks good to me, though. This looks like, even though I'm asking for the conflict, maybe that's not what we're supposed to focus on then. Because this looks really good. This looks like an understanding that you're gaining and that you're getting, the cat energy of what really matters to you. And to drop stressors in your life and some things we can't control, so don't focus on what you can't control, right? God, give me the strength to know what I can control and what I can't control, right? And things I can control, I'll put my energy there. I know that's not exactly how the Serenity Prayer goes, but that's the idea. King of Wands. Now this is an eruption. This is energy, vitality, ambition, confidence. Can you tell me more about who or what the King of Wands is here? Because it doesn't feel like cat energy to me. This is the figure behind. This is the sun. This is the guy I'm seeing. See how the sun's right there? Okay, so the spirit guide that I'm seeing, or the person, it could be a part of yourself, this masculine energy that's much taller than you. You're a child in this image that I'm seeing, is coming through as the King of Wands, because I also got the 6 of Cups and the 3 of Cups to celebrate with you, to hold your hand through something. I feel like Spirit is asking you to focus on some of the good things that are happening for you, around you, and to you. I know that some of you are going through difficulties. I can feel it, and I'm trying to get to it. I am. But spirits keeps just saying, like, leave that as a little bit of an unknown here. The test is to balance yourself back into this energy. Okay? Spirit wants you to focus on this new thought you have, this intuitive power you have that comes from you, that is unique to you. The way that you exercise your psychic powers is unique to you. It's independent. And there's more to come here. There's more to learn. There's more to develop. But you have to balance out the trying times, the mental stress, the work, all of that, the worry, with what's actually working for you. You need to celebrate. And I feel like with the Six of Cups and this King of Wands, for some of you, this is some kind of reconciliation energy with a father-like figure. And this doesn't have to mean like literally you're going to reconcile with your father. It could just be energetically in your mind or your memories. Okay, there's something, and I'm not saying you're forgiving things that are unforgivable, but there's some kind of easing of the woes and the strife around that relationship that's happening right now for you. There's a revelation for sure. Some of you were letting go of some of the feelings around that were getting you to miss happy opportunities for you. Okay, that's just for some of you. Others of you, this guide, this masculine figure or this aspect of yourself, they've been with you forever since you were a child, which is why you're appearing as a child. And they're here with you now, and they're like, let's celebrate. We're getting that celebrate card twice. It's time to grow. It's time to grow in your understanding of balance and happiness and joy in your life. And not for no reason, not just because Spirit wants you to be happy. No, it's because there's a manifestation that's gone rogue that you need to reel in. It's something you want, something you desire. So let's see what's going on there. For Geminis. Some of you have heavy Taurus in your chart. I saw 1717. If you do, or whatever Earth placement you have, or wherever Earth is ruling a house in your chart, try to lean into that energy a little bit. It will help ground you through these times. Okay, there's a big decision coming up for you. Okay, Page of Wands for your overall energy. I like this. This is letting that eruptive force that has entered your life carry you in a way that you want to be carried. Sometimes when we have these difficult moments and conflict and strife, we can let it just crush our energy and deplete us and drain us. You know, we get all up in the Eight of Swords in our mind, right? And other times we can find a way to utilize that energy, to let it act as a catalyst to transmute it, which is transmuting the energy. Okay? And it's not really a matter of will, although it's a part of it. Like you can will yourself to change the energy into something that is useful for you. But it's also focus. It's also refocusing. So if there's conflict, you transmute the energy not just by saying, I'm not going to let this bother me. That's part of it. But also by switching gears, saying, is there a manifestation I haven't been focusing on? And don't attach it to what's happened, by saying, well, I'm not focusing on this because this is going on. So that's the problem, I understand that. But Spirit's saying, when you change your thought form over to the thing that you want to manifest, don't look at how the conflict is holding you back from that, because it's not. It really, like in an energetic sense, it's not. So I like this for you, for your energy, because you are taking the eruption and riding with it rather than letting it burn you. and cover you in lava. Independence and psychic powers with the Page of Wands. The things you are saying are very profound. Some of you are saying like prophetic things and you don't even realize it. Maybe in your dreams you're getting messages, or you just know things. It's like all of a sudden you just know something and it's like, where did that come from? Yeah. There's, well, where is it coming from? Why is that happening all of a sudden? Tempest, the storm. It's like an activation of some sort. It could be even electrical. We have electricity running through our bodies. It could be something related to literal electricity. I'm just getting that, okay? I don't know. But there's energy movement around you, and it's allowing you to pick certain things up. You don't need to think too much about that, though, okay? Just trust in what you're receiving. Enjoy it. It's kind of fun when your intuition and your psychic powers get confirmed to you. Like you could guess something right now. You could guess the next card will be, or this will be that. And it's not really a guess. It's a psychic awareness. Okay. Tell me about what you don't see coming, which I love. The sun. I saw 2111, and I'm thinking now of the World card and Justice with the sun. Balance, mastery, independence. Yeah, for some of you it's a doctrine, a belief, a relationship. I don't know what it is. Something's closing out, allowing you to be independent, bringing you more balance in your life. So think about, where have I been too dependent on a certain thought, a certain energy, a habit, a behavior, a person? Because there's something about that cycle that is changing and allowing you to find balance in your life. And it's really important you do. The sun. This is growth, celebration. This is all the things that Spirit said you should be focusing on. Child energy too. Like if I was to, I got to cover these ladies and I got too many cards in my hand. So I'll just leave the celebrate card down there. But this is like beautiful sun energy confirmed. So what you don't see coming, growth, illumination, enlightenment. Can I get a little bit more on what it is that Gemini doesn't see coming with the sun? Glorious day, a glorious day. The sun. Maybe this is your manifestation too. 6 of Wands, a victory. 10 of Pentacles. Gemini. This is amazing. I absolutely love this for you. And I really contemplated whether I should do a reading today because I got my own stuff going on. And I was like, I don't know, like, is my energy okay to do a reading? And I sat for a while. I was like, no, I'm fine. And I was like, the Eruption card came out first. I was like, are we going to go there? And then Spirit's like, no, we're not going there. Gemini's having a good time right now, or it's coming up. 10 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. If some of you are doing something with your psychic powers, maybe you're a tarot reader, or maybe you're just using it in a business sense, or even in your writing, whatever it is you do, if you integrate your intuition, it's big success for you. Huge. I'm hearing book launch, okay? Reader's Corner. I don't know what that is. But there's a huge successful win for you. And it's solid. It's a solid win. This is like probably one of the most positive readings I've had in a long time, Gemini. So yeah, of course, I understand the test here, because if this is coming through for you, but you decide, you know what, I'd rather just focus on the conflict that's happening in my life, and like, I wouldn't do that. You'd be missing out on something big. Now, it's not to ignore, right? Again, balance, right? It's not to ignore all those difficulties and all those issues that are ongoing and, that you need to focus on or that's bothering you. Don't ignore it. Don't try to push through it either, but just balance it. Okay? Find some time to do something you love. Maybe do it alone too with the Independence card. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy for you. Okay, so the opportunity of Cups, right? Something in your life is demanding your attention and you need a break. You need a day off. You need a way to say, I don't care about that right now. I'm not going to focus on that. That's going on in the background. Maybe someone's trying to get you to be stressed out about something. I'm not sure what the motives are, and it doesn't really matter in this reading. Spirit's saying, pay no mind to that right now. You need a break from it. You will handle whatever it is, but you need to reel this wish in, this manifestation, because it's connected to the 10 of Pentacles, which is long-term success, happiness, ascension, like spiritual ascension, monetary success, coming through with the 6 of Wands, which is the public victory card. I mean, you can also think about it this way. Sometimes it's good to, well, it is good to walk the middle path sometimes, right? But other times, and because you're a Gemini, the twins, you can rest assured and know that when you're going through extremes over here, you can also go through extremes over here. That's the balance, right? So extreme conflict, extreme stress, extreme fatigue. Well, you can also have extreme creativity and extreme independence. It's all a matter of finding the way to balance them. Even if it seems contradictory, how can you be extremely creative when you're depleted? I know it sounds contradictory, but that's what I'm getting here in this message. Okay? So, 9 of Cups for the 4 of Cups. 9 of Cups, again, is your wish. Reeling your wish back in and focusing on that. Look, he's like kind of daydreaming here, right? It's like, I need to stop, get off the horse for a second, and just kind of daydream, wish, call that manifestation back in with the 9 of Cups. That's your opportunity. Okay, so what is it? What is it? Maybe write it down. Brainstorm it if you're not sure. What are the things that you once wanted that kind of went rogue on you? Because Spirit's saying you can still have them. Where there's a will, there's a way, okay? 7 of Swords. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here's the conflict for the challenge energy, the obstacle. Yeah, this is it, right? Like, it's really hard to ignore this. Deception, trickery, feeling like something's coming to get you, even if it's your own energy. Maybe you're worried about having like some kind of panic attack, or somebody's really doing something sneaky and conniving, and you're waiting for something to erupt here. That's the energy challenging you. So what does Gemini need to know about this 7 of Swords? Anything I could say to relieve them of some of the worry around this? The Hermit. Be quiet with something, okay? You have some cards, okay? The Trump card. You have some cards that trumps whatever this person is trying to do, okay? So, Spirit's holding your hand. Hold on a second. The Lovers. That's your card in its highest form. Five of Swords. It could be about a contract that you have with someone, or a decision, an ultimatum someone has given you, or even in love. But Spirit is saying to keep something to yourself, to observe a situation, okay, but also to find some time for yourself. You are not only erupting in your psychic capacity and abilities, which is clear, right? The cat and the eruption. But you also have experiential wisdom. Like, you've lived a life. You've gone through things. You've looked inside. You've asked the hard questions. You've done a little bit of shadow work, or maybe a lot. And you have that lantern full of light that you carry. And it leads you, that light that you found within you. Okay, so it's not just about figuring things out psychically and intuitively. It's also about using your wisdom, your hard-earned wisdom, to know when to withdraw for your own sake. And that's really where the victory comes in, is managing and controlling what you can control, which is your focus. Okay? So the advice, which has been coming through all along anyway, is the Three of Pentacles. This is immediately, I'm getting, you don't have to go at it alone. In the traditional Three of Pentacles and the Rider-Waite, we have 3 people there working together to achieve something. In this one, though, curiously, he is alone. Okay, what do you want to say about this? Independence. Ah, there it is. What about it? The Star. You have a unique vision. You have a unique vision. That's why this Three of Pentacles is just you and no one else telling you what to do. Your independent dream, your path. Someone else might be walking beside you, but it's your path. And they're walking on their path. They're just running parallel right now. But maybe you're going to decide to diverge. Maybe your path takes a turn. Okay? There's something very unique about what you do. Okay? Don't let anyone tell you what to do or what to think. Well, we know that. But I mean this literally in terms of a project you have or work you're completing or a vision you have for your success. Okay, there's something growing, an idea, that manifestation, it's coming back to you. Something's growing there. And it's important you foster that. And whatever it is, it's yours. Nobody told you to do it. Nobody influenced you. Nobody taught you to do this thing. You know, this isn't someone else's idea that you said, yeah, that's a good idea. I could do that. No, this is yours. And you should go with it. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, you're going to have it. This idea with the Page of Swords that came through. Okay, you will. So 2 of Swords for the outcome. I'm also going to do an extended reading. In the extended, we go a layer deeper. We see what's underneath all of this. It tends to get more specific because there's less of you there. If you don't like that idea and you're like, oh, what a scam. I hate that idea. Then just don't go. And trust that Spirit knows you. They're holding your hand. Knows all of you. Oh yeah, that message, right? Knows all about you and all of you. And therefore knew you weren't going to go and gave you all you personally needed to hear right here. Okay, so do what you're guided to do. I don't know if I said it. The link is in the description. Okay, so 2 of Swords for the outcome. A decision. I was just listening to something about wolves, and I'm seeing this wolf skin on you. Pelt, this wolf pelt. Let's see. That's your instinct. That's your wild instinct. Not necessarily your intuition. Okay, let me see. What's going on here? 2 of Swords. A decision. An important one. Knight of Cups, and what's the other side? The World. Oh, there's the World and the 2 of Cups. You know, some of you contemplating leaving a relationship or thinking about finally letting something go, I'd say the advice is to do that. Okay, now this is a general message, so you do what you are guided to do. But I would say that if you really are seeking advice on that, that's the leaning here in this reading, is to put an end to it. There's something else, for sure. If some of you are deciding between 2 paths and they both kind of look there's a third that you haven't seen yet. Okay? I will tell you that when you make this decision, it is the end of the other path. Whatever you decide to do, it closes the other path out. And you see how he's kind of like, I don't know, what is he doing? Turning into energy here, turning into the earth, going back into the earth. Yeah, that second path that you decide not to take, whatever that is, it goes back into the earth. Oh, I love that. And it becomes another opportunity for another soul. Interesting. Okay. So that's what Spirit's saying. If you're going to go forward in a direction, go forward with an open heart. Go forward a little optimistic. And trust that another pathway and timeline is closed. Now, I feel like that might be nerve-wracking to some of you, but this is where you can finally stop splitting your energy between different paths and different things and really give something your all, that rogue wish. All right, Gemini, that's what I have for you. I hope that helped. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.